Hey guys, this week I want to talk to you about my favorite workout supplements. So I get asked this question a lot, like, do I need to take protein powder? Do I need things like creatine or BCAAs? And what do I use? People ask me this all the time. So before I dive into what I use personally, I want to remind you guys that the supplement industry is a billion-dollar industry, and it is not regulated very well by the FDA. So basically all the supplement companies need to do is to basically prove that their product is not going to harm the human body, basically. But at the same time, that doesn't prove that it's actually going to help your body or do what it says. I remember way back when I watched this documentary called Bigger, Faster, Stronger. It was about the supplement industry. Highly recommend it if you haven't seen it. But this gentleman decided to come up with a company name. He bought some bottles. He called them fat loss pills or fat burners. And he put in just like a teaspoon of baby powder in every single product. And he charged $60 something or whatever for the bottle. And it was approved because it wasn't necessarily harmful. Like, it's not going to harm your body necessarily if you're taking a tiny little bit of baby powder each day, but you just paid $60 and it's doing nothing for you. So that is one of the biggest issues with the supplement industry. And when it comes to supplements, like I said, they are not really necessary. Like, you don't necessarily need to be spending hundreds of dollars every month. Like, don't think if I ever want to hit my goals or look a certain way, I have to take all these kinds of supplements. Don't get me wrong, I am guilty in the past having thousands of pill bottles and powders and all the things, and I've really swayed away from that in my more balanced years. So they can be a tool though, okay? So you can use supplements as a tool to help aid your progress, but it's not a make or break. It's not a necessary thing. You don't have to take them, but they can be helpful as long as you're getting them from a quality brand or source, okay? So let me show you the 3 main workout supplements that I use myself, and literally this is all I use, guys. I do take some supplementation like a vitamin B and a D and things like that. But in terms of workout supplements, this is all I take at this current time, okay? So I use this brand Naked. I am not connected to them by any means. This is not a sponsored video or anything like this. This is just from my own personal journey and research. So Naked is a quality brand because they pride themselves on having very minimal ingredients. So there's not a ton of crap loaded into there, which can also be a problem with the supplement industry. And this company also prides themselves on third-party testing for heavy metals. So that's another fun fact. Your whey protein powder can actually be loaded with heavy metals as well, cause things like heavy metal toxicity, which can cause a ton of health issues, okay? So I swear by this product. It's all I use, and these are the 3 that I use. So I use their Naked Energy. So this is a pre-workout, okay? So also guilty in the past of abusing things like caffeine. This is more in my unbalanced and super stressed out days, okay? So a little bit of caffeine can fuel your workout, get you revved up a little bit, help you sweat, but you definitely don't want to abuse it, okay? So this Naked Energy is super minimal ingredients. I'm going to read them to you. You can also look it up on their website. So their serving size is 2 scoops, and I actually only use 1, and I recommend my clients only use 1. I feel like you don't really need 2, and the 2 is a little excessive, a little too much caffeine. So I use a half a serving, just 1 scoop, and all it contains is vitamin C, vitamin B3, vitamin B6, folate, vitamin B12, calcium, beta-alanine, L-arginine, and natural caffeine androgenous, okay? So the beta-alanine and the L-arginine, they are gonna make you feel like almost like a little bit tingly. It helps you get a sweat, helps get that blood pumping, okay? The caffeine in it is 200 milligrams for the whole serving. Like I said, only use 1, so it's only 100 milligrams. And just to put it into perspective, your average coffee has anywhere from like 60 milligrams to 80, depending on the size. It could be 100, okay? So I'd say this is pretty similar to a large cup of coffee in terms of caffeine. So give you a tiny little boost, but definitely not stressing your adrenals too much and stressing the body even more than it needs to. Just a little bit of like support in terms of some supplements to get you pumped up, get you sweating, ready to go, all those things, okay? So 1 scoop of pre-workout for me. Then immediately post-workout, I utilize their Naked Pea Protein, the vanilla flavor, okay? And let me read you these ingredients. I utilize pea protein just because I try to minimize my dairy. By no means do I cut out dairy. I love cheese, just like everybody else, but I do try to minimize it. Whey protein is dairy and it can tend to upset some people's stomachs. So I like their pea protein as well as their brown rice protein, all right? But if we look at the ingredients here, and I encourage you, if you have a vanilla protein powder in your cabinet or somewhere or something that you've used, look at the ingredients and compare to what I'm about to say. So the ingredients here on my pea protein is yellow pea protein, organic coconut sugar, okay, so tiny little bit of sugar in there, but coconut sugar is lower glycemic than table sugar, and natural vanilla flavor, okay? It's 140 calories for the 2 scoops, 25 grams of protein, and only 8 grams of carbs, all right? And you do need some carbs post-workout to refill those muscles, so coming from the peas, that's a great source, okay? So a tiny little bit of sugar, a little bit of carbs, and a substantial amount of protein. So I have this immediately post-workout within an hour of my workout mixed together with creatine, okay? So creatine can help with your muscle recovery, can help you build lean muscle mass and decrease that body fat, so help improve your body fat composition, okay? It can be naturally found in foods like red meat. Me personally, I have always been a little weird with meat. That's just a personal thing, but I do not eat any red meat anymore. So, and that's one of the largest sources that you can find creatine. So I take 1 scoop, just 5 grams of creatine every day, and I mix it into my shake, okay? And just a side note, I don't always use this just as a post-workout. Yes, always within an hour after my workout, but I also utilize this combination as an afternoon snack. So my afternoon prevent the binge snack, somewhere around like 3-4 o'clock, I'll put 2 scoops with a scoop of creatine. Sometimes I'll mix it up with some berries, some almond milk, those kinds of things, and make myself an afternoon snack. All right, so these are the 3 main supplements that I use to support my wellness and my balance journey. Like I said, do not need to be spending tons and tons of money on supplements on a monthly basis, but they can be a great tool, and you want to make sure that they're coming from a quality source. So something like Naked or a bunch of different brands out there, you just have to make sure you do your due diligence and your research, or ask me. All right, guys, I hope you have an awesome week. Reach out if you have any questions about the post workouts, any other supplements that are out there on the market that you've heard great things about, but you're not sure if it's for you. Shoot me a message, reach out. I'm happy to help. Bye, guys.